Hey, you. I know it's been a while, and this is Marty G, and it's Marty G on Volume 2, Episode 2, Lost in Translation, brought to you on behalf of G Nation. You know, the way our words land can wage war between perception and intention. And when grace gets left out of the mix, that's when the bridge breaks. Because the bridge between perception and intention is grace, and without it, the connection doesn't get built. It's incomplete. Here's the story. I've been talking with a new friend from a different culture, and we started off great, having fun, goofy, lighthearted, all that good stuff. And one message from me flipped. No! I tried to be funny, you know me, joking all the time. I try to be funny through text. And there's that old adage in stand-up comedy I've learned. If you're the only one in the room laughing, it's not funny. I should have thought of that before I hit the send button. Humor is hard enough face-to-face with someone who speaks my language, let alone across cultures, across distance, and only in text. What I meant didn't land. Her perception didn't match my intention. That one moment stopped everything. Now, I'll own my part. I should have thought more carefully. Jokes don't always translate. But here's the bigger picture. Miscommunication is guaranteed. Different cultures, generations, sexes, it doesn't matter. We're all human. Misunderstandings are going to happen. The real question is, what happens next? The lesson. And what I see in our society today is this. One strike, you're out. Grace to pause before judging, gone. Grace to say, wait, this is odd. This person probably didn't mean it that way. Let me ask a question. Let me give them a chance to explain. It doesn't happen enough. Grace to remember what drew me to this person in the first place, missing. Now, holding people accountable and accountability is good. I have no problem with that. That's not the problem. But when accountability happens without grace, it becomes punishment. It becomes cutting people off. You can count on the disagreements always being there. The misunderstandings will be right behind them. The collisions between perception and intention will always be there. Grace is how we survive. Grace is what keeps the bridge from breaking. So yeah, sometimes things get lost in translation, but if we lead with intention and own our part, and for me, of course, try to think before we speak, even when ADHD makes that rough, we don't lose the connection, and we give grace. And that's what's common in G Nation, grace. Grace is the one common language in all of G Nation around the world. So for this episode of Marty G on, this is Marty G. Thanks for tuning in to this episode 2, Lost in Translation. For the nation, that's G Nation. Until next time.
G Nation.